Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Women Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi and welcome everybody. Yeah, let's go and grab that patty tea. Grab a meal if it's your lunch break. Hey, if it's just breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. Let's go. Let's spill. Just know that I'm gonna be doing a lot more dating nightmares down the line. Especially, I'm going to be loading so much on the Patreon. I've been mentioning this and everything, and I've been needing to, but trying to do a new episode every day, especially with how, yeah, I'm part of that 92% that told you. Like, Kamala won't tell you, but I'm going to tell you, we told you. And so, since, politics have been, politicking in the craziest of ways, yeah, there's so much to cover, especially as a woman, especially as a black person, especially as a black woman, especially as someone with a disability and a combination of all of those things, but especially as a black woman. Because when I keep hearing grown men or even halfway grown men, because their brains aren't fully developed, but they're legally able to drive and drink or whatever, but yeah, a lot of them say CK told the truth. He was truthful. He was honest. Everything he said, like, oh, so I'm not as smart, and when people say, well, you took him out of context, did he tell the truth or did we take him out of context? You can't say both. Which one is it? Because when I hear people try to slide both on both sides, I'm like, no, pick one side of the river and stay there. If he told the truth, that means you think I'm not as smart as you. And then I'm like, okay, let's go down our credentials. Let's go by our experience. And I'm not saying I'm the most experienced person on this earth. I'm not. But especially a lot of the white men that try to tell me this, yeah, when we start comparing, yeah. And I think that's one reason why they love hating on wonderful, amazing, smart, brilliant black women so much, because they hate that we are talented and smart. They hate that stereotype they try to imprint on black women and black people as lazy and stupid, uneducated and unwilling and things like that. They try their best when they are too scared to look around at history. They're too scared, like kind of like it's like a horror movie, you were crawling up into October or whatever, but they act like our history is so scary and so emotional. Yeah, it's emotional for us with slavery and everything, Jim Crow, and it's like desegregation, segregation, and then also even it being legal for interracial marriage, which even some Republicans right now are trying to illegalize and everything. But anyway, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's interesting because they act like it's a scary movie when they got to benefit through each and every level, and they don't want to teach on the truth to the point where you had this bigot walking around at different universities and schools saying one liners that aren't even truth. It's like it with the way that he phrased it, it sounded like the truth, but it wasn't the truth. But then when you had really smart, amazing people that tried to debate them, he refused. But yeah, people want to say he told the truth, he told it. Okay, if he told the truth, why did he refuse to talk to the educated? Why did he have a hate list of professors, highly prestiged educators, professors? Why did he have a list on them? Why? Why? Because he knew he wasn't telling the truth and he's a no good bigot. That's why. And that bigots love him, bigots follow him, bigots who rely on the religious truth, but it's the racist religious truth. Yeah. Those are the people that love and adore. Those are the people that praised him. Those are the people who even try to call him a saint. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So, but anyway, I'm going to be talking a lot more about politics and a lot more about, well, let's just say I'm going to probably slide a video that I listened to earlier today that I learned this information years and years ago. But even when I try to explain this to a lot of able bodied white men, they hate it and they tell me I'm lying, or they tell me that's not the truth, or that's not DNA. But literally, people who specialize and major in DNA are teaching these things, but they don't want to know the truth because they need that excuse. They are desperate for an excuse for their failures and for them giving up or them not succeeding to the point of the white man expectation or the stereotype of it all. You know, you know. But okay, now I'm going to get right back. I'm going to dig into the main topic of today because, yeah, I had to let that out because, especially with all, like, they are trying their best to say that he was telling the truth. You got us mistaken. And also, they want to say black women aren't that smart, but 92% of black women told you so. With all of the awful things going on with this economy and even the farmers begging for socialism right now. They're against socialism unless it's for them. Unless it's for them. But, it's like, part of me is like, okay, maybe I should just stick to this. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to stick to this. I was going to start talking about the apple cider vinegar documentary some more, but then get into the why we don't trust the health department, and also, yeah, why I am trying to sue my health, the doctors and everything like that. But yeah, it's like, let me, since I'm on this drive, since I'm writing this, but just know I'm going to be doing a lot more with disabilities, because especially with our wonderful, beautiful, amazing actor, Black Panther, who passed away of cancer, and people dogging him out. They were mocking him and teasing him until he let out his diagnosis. And then also Justin Timberlake with that concert, people were dogging him, putting him down and everything like that. And it wasn't until he professed or announced his disability, his diagnosis, then people were like, oh. And there are quite a few different celebrities who have disabilities and or treatments, or because even I think it's Dr. McDreamy or Steamy, I forgot which one, but one of them got diagnosed with something. I think it's a nervous disorder. I'll look it up, but yes, I'm not going to talk about it this episode, but I'm just going to be talking about how disability doesn't care if you're rich. Disability doesn't care if you're white, black, or whatever nationality. And it's like, and I know the orange guy is trying to blame the spectrum autism on Tylenol. Yeah, I want to talk about that in another episode too, because I want to talk about even more that relates to apple cider vinegar documentary, that movie. Watch it. If you haven't watched it on Netflix, you have to watch it, because especially someone with a actual disability, someone who has the evidence of my disability, and doctors who did not believe me or listen to me, I connected to the main character so much, and I felt so bad that she didn't, like, even though I can't stay, like, there's parts of the medical field and the system I cannot stand. But at the same time, I want to work on and fix. That's one reason I do this channel, especially someone with a disability. I'm telling my stories, the Gray Sheep Society, and also when it comes to dating nightmares, I'm telling how it's like a black woman with a disability. Yeah, I'm single. I'm of a certain age, and I'm still like, I broke up with my ex after 7 years because he treated me like garbage. But since I have a disability, it feels like since I was a black woman with a disability, he felt like he could drag me and treat me any way he wanted. And when I broke up with him, he was shocked. He was like, no, you're not supposed to do this. when he would he wouldn't introduce me, but when we were in front of his friends in his hometown, Lake City, Michigan, oh, he acted like he didn't know me. He acted like he didn't know me. Like, he told me that I better go up to his family and visit his family, or I would be showing that I did not like him, or I didn't love him or care for him. But who invited him over to my parents over 20 times until I gave up because he just acted like he could treat me like, yeah. So don't worry, I am going to be digging into that so much. So much. So extremely much. But okay, let's just say I'm going to be doing more Gray Sheep Society episodes too, with the disability, and also how my undiagnosis led to emotional and physical ABUSC and punishments that I will never forget, and how the doctor's treatment of me made my life, my family life, employment life, every part of my life a nightmare. And how, since I could not see who I was really, what my identity really was, and understand who I was, because my disability, it interfered, like so many things it interfered with, that if I had known, I would have known what to do. Or if I had not known what to do, I could have gone to a doctor or even done research, so then I can learn, okay, what have other people done in this situation with my disability. So yeah, that's, I'm gonna be talking about that, so much of that very soon. So, but okay, let's get back to the politics of it. Yeah, it's because especially as a Black woman with a disability, I've said this so many times in different episodes, but the amount of times that men, Black men and white men, yeah, Black, that's like, Black, a lot of Black men tell me that I have to date and marry Black men, and only Black men, because that is what a Black woman is supposed to do. Okay, Black, I'm about to drag you again. Don't worry. I still haven't posted the series about South Asian men, and I just had that situation happen last night too, where it's like a South Asian guy, and I matched on dating on the Facebook dating app or whatever, and we were talking, and I was like, it wasn't, and the thing is, it wasn't that long of a talk, but he didn't love bomb me, and it felt kind of like, even what he had on his profile and everything, it felt like, you know what? It's like, okay. It's like, I think you might be willing to actually have a conversation. And he didn't hit on me or say anything until he got my number. And then what happened, like 2 to 3 minutes after he got my number? Exactly what I was talking about in the like 2 to 3, I think it's 3 part. But, and it's like, I don't, and I'm not saying other nationalities don't do it, but especially South Asian, like, the amount of times they have told me that Black women aren't worth a real relationship, we're only worth sleeping with. So that's why, like, because I know people are gonna listen to that, like, because it's buried. Like, if you knew how many tabs I had open in this on my laptop, that's one reason I haven't posted it, because I forgot to title them, and yeah, they're buried, and so, but I'm looking for them. Yesterday's episode, I did that recording weeks ago. Yeah, oops. No, not yesterday, the day before. The episode, what the yeah, I did that like the next day after that situation happened. And yeah, it was buried in my laptop. I found it that day, and I was like, oops, yeah, let's get this up. I hear they're trying to create a hit list or a hate, and see, it's like, that's another thing. They keep saying that the left is to blame for the violence and the hate and everything like that, but remember, CK is the one that tried to have a hate list of educators and professors that would have proven him wrong in every aspect of all of his hateful, awful, bigoted points of view. Because everyone says he told the truth. No, he didn't. Okay, it's like, okay, because if you think we're trash, if you think black women are trash and worthless and uneducated and not deserving of anything, you're just proving you're a bigot. Okay, you're acting like black women are not capable and able when African American women are the most highly educated demographic in America right now. But yeah, you say we're not educated, but we're the most educated demographic. Make that make sense. And like some people say, oh, you only got that because you're black. Oh, you only got that because of pity. Yeah, okay, say that to the woman who, while working promotional modeling, and then also the whole planogram, like like when I was working, I was working, okay, because I was doing different types of promotional modeling gigs, like morning through night, and also started doing the whole planograms or whatever, and then also secret shopping. And like the like when I say I was like, because, and oh yeah, I remember there was one white guy that I matched with on Bumble. And when I told him, I was like, I hustle. It's like I work a lot of jobs. And he was like, you hustle? Oh, so you must do illegal stuff. I'm like, no. I'm like, like, okay, that might be like I'm talking about the slang version of it. It's like, because I juggle a lot of jobs. And he was like, no, I don't believe you. You said it, so you meant it. I will never forget. I will never forget that match, because I was just like, are you serious? And he was, you're black, so that's what you guys do. Yes, he said that. Yes, he said that. Oh, he was like, that you're black, that's what you do. And I'm just like, um, okay, so yeah, I just worked a ride and drive. And then I do secret shoppings at, especially at that moment, I was like, it was at gas stations. And then let's see, I was doing the planograms for makeup, and yes, like so, and also shampoo and conditioner, hair products. So I don't know. It's just I'm like, no, I don't think. Yeah, yeah, no. But I just think it's really crazy and funny how it's like some people all like they hear one word and they automatically want to think that I'm like, of course I'm my stereotype. Oh, of course I'm my stereotype. Of course. They want to label me in a certain way. But, anyways, okay. It's like they want to say I'm not smart enough and everything like that, or I didn't work for what I got. But while I was working promotions and everything, during my lunch breaks, getting in my car, opening up my books and studying for my tests, working on my papers, and it's like still one of my closest friends. It's like, you know what? I'm like, I'll say his first name, Jason. He is like, I mentioned his name in other episodes because he is a godsend, a blessing, one of my closest friends that I cherish, and it's just, oh, we've been we've been through life together, and I honestly love him to. And oh yeah, he a white man too. He a white man. So, but yeah, I choose him over any beer, even Winnie the Pooh. And actually, like, oh no, it's like him and yeah, like Jason and I, shoot, we'd probably have, tea, crumpets, and honey with Winnie. Or we'll be spilling the honey tea. You know. So, but yeah, I cherish him and love him. So, but it's like, because I remember one time I was stressed out and everything, and I'm studying for my test and working the promos, and I think we were at a festival. I forgot where we were working, but my close friend Jason was, he saw me in my car or whatever, and he asked me about like what, like he named two flavors, and I was like, what's going on? And he was like, no, just tell me. And I'm like, and I was like, ooh, both of them sound good. I was like, ooh, a blend. And he came back with a mixed berry version. I think it was like a lemonade or something, but oh my god, it was heaven. And so I'm working on my paper, sipping on this beautiful drink, and but yeah, I would choose him over, like, yeah. But anyway, it's like you can't tell me I didn't work hard. I worked my tush off. I it's like, and that's why like a lot of people, they want to automatically assume that oh, black women didn't work for anything. They don't deserve it. They're not as like high ranking, or we don't meet the criteria. Oh, they just got the job because they're black. You have no idea. Because especially having 3 degrees and 3 certifications and with the work experience I have, and then that university that was clearly a mistake, like I got the job and I told them I had a disability. I told them I had a disability. And they were like, oh, well, no, no, it's okay. Yeah, we don't have any, like, all of our buildings are one floor, blah, blah, blah. First day of school, that man saw me with my walker. The way he looked at me. And then that day, he ignored me the rest of the semester, unless he had to contact me. He, and then to the mentor that he gave me, the so called, yeah, the so called mentor that he gave me. He ignored me too. Because I remember they were doing this whole Halloween candy drive or whatever. I'm going to donate it and stuff to a kids like event. And so I was going to offer like for my students with one of their projects, if they donate candy and stuff, especially if they're missing points from other assignments, I would, do like if they can create a marketing scheme with the bag of candy that would get them extra points. And so I never heard from them. Not a thing, nothing. But part of me was just like, I'm trying to get more donations. I'm helping you get more of the things so that you can guys can hit your goal, because they had a goal of filling up the truck or whatever. And so I'm just like, and I'm thinking, my students can think about giving back. And it's like, because if you guys have listened to my episodes, you already know about my adorable first grade. Oh my gosh, they're in high school now. But back then, in those days, my adorable first graders, we had our class garden, and they loved it. It was amazing, like trying to show empathy, sympathy, compassion, and things. So probably a lot of the things CK is against, yeah, political, yeah, but it's just the way they treated me. And then even at the community college, the way they treated me, like working as a black woman with a disability, even going to job interviews with a disability. Oh, working at that law firm where it was a bankruptcy law firm, and one of the clients called me the N word. But the owner of the whole law firm or whatever, oh, he was just stressed out. He was upset. He kept just giving the man excuses. He had a bad day. It's like you can't like no. He's like he just had. Okay, even if you have a bad day, you don't say that word. And I'm like, you're just giving this man excuses because you want his money. You'll take his business over the way I'm treated. Well, no, it's like sometimes you just have to handle it. You have to have thick skin. But then the very next day, some black man calls me the B word and stuff. Like, he's trying to handle his bankruptcy. Like, or, okay, the black man over the phone, he's the one going through bankruptcy. But because I'm trying to, like, go through the steps and the paperwork to try to get him an appointment, and he's mumbling so I can't hear him. So I'm like, oh, well, can you repeat that? Can you spell that out? Because I'm like, okay, if I can't hear you correctly and I don't have the right, correct information, how are they going to get back to you? And how are you going to get your appointment if they can't get back to you? So next thing I know, he's calling me out my name, calling me the B word. I was like, so I had enough. Because it's like on top of being called the N word the day before, and then I wasn't supposed to have that job. See, this is when it gets interesting. Because someone that used to work the position, it's like she wasn't going to take the job. But then last minute, she's like, you know what? I will have the job. But after they hired me to train me on how to do the job, so yeah, I already have the episode. Like, yeah, go to the law firm job episode. I think it's a two-parter. It might be a one-parter, but it's like I remember he had a comment. It because he was like, yeah, black women don't really last with the, like, because after he moved me to the phone position, he was like, yeah, black women don't really last that long with this. So it's like, it's not what I was gonna give you, but it's a job, a minimum wage job. It's like, it went from, like, at least not minimum wage, because I think it was gonna be 12 or 12.50 an hour. And remember, I have 3 degrees, 3 certificates, like his. And when he saw my resume, he says, you have the most, like, impressive resume I have seen in years, in years. But now you want me to work a minimum wage job and not the job that you originally hired me for. And you treat me like garbage and allow other people to call me the N word, and then just say, oh, he was mad. And then the next day, like right at the spring of the next day, I get called the B word because the other guy's mumbling, can't understand him. He is like noises in the background. So then it's like I'm being blamed for trying to get his information accurately. And so yeah, it's like, and the thing is, I didn't even swear at him. I went off, but I didn't swear at him. I was like, okay, do you want your appointment or not? Okay, because I'm trying to help you. And how can I help you if you're acting like some kind of ding dong or whatever? I didn't say ding dong, but I said something kind of like, I didn't swear at him, but I called him something because I'm just like, how? How are you gonna call me out my name and I'm trying to help you? How are you gonna call out me out my name? Like, cause okay, you're upset. And see, that's the thing. A lot of men keep saying women are too emotional. They can't be president. They can't have leadership roles because they're just so okay. Being emotional also includes when you guys swear at us, call us out our names, and even hit us, or oh, like Mr. Lockakey always threatening to hit and punch a hole in the wall if I don't jump up and go with you to wherever you like. Go listen to those episodes too. But I just find it so amusing that so many men want to tell me that women are too emotional when anger and being mean and abusc is very toxic, but it's emotions. It's very emotional. When women break up with men and next thing you know, men run around and cheat and act like f-boys and everything like that because they can't handle that one woman hurting her heart. But when men want to treat women like garbage, they think a woman, you're supposed to just take it. A woman hurt my heart, so you're just supposed to take it. So I think that's just really, I mean, because even looking at our political market right now, the political environment, very emotional. And it's really crazy how when an African American man passes away because a police officer kneeled on his neck, and then white people, oh, we want to mock it. We want to pretend we're doing it. Oh, let's do that. Oh, he was nothing but a special candy addict anyway. Oh, we don't care. Oh, this black man. Oh, yeah, Black Lives Matter. Oh, you guys are just uplifting some kind of. But now you want to call CK a saint when all he did was throw hate? Come on now. Come on now. Oh, that would be kind of a cool rap. Yeah, okay. Yeah, come on. Eminem, come take that. Come take that. I'll probably write into poetry and everything too, but yeah, oh, but none of if I catch any of you got the other guys, no, I'll sue you. But anyway, yeah. Oh, I don't know. It's just yeah, this is a weird episode, but it's just crazy how people keep wanting to put down black women, and they do, and black people, because like I said, when after he passed away, but now that the tables are turned and they're telling us be mature, be nice, be pleasant, freedom of speech, your freedom of speech is hate. Well, look at all the African Americans that were passing away during Black Lives Matter. That's why we said Black Lives Matter, because all you guys were doing were mocking us and putting us down, or saying like, "Oh, she dated a prisoner or some goon." Like, oh, okay, a lot of you guys lie about your prison history. Trust me. Watch those. Like, I'm gonna have the whole series, but I've talked about that. A lot of you men lie. Okay, okay. Anyway. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.